Hi y'all, this is just a video basically for Jane. We've been writing back and forth about concealers and stuff, and I thought I would just do another video on this. Probably everything I will say here I probably mentioned before, so just feel free if you want to move on. I want to start out with Estee Lauder Maximum Cover Camouflage Makeup. And for a concealer, if you have hereditary blotches or scars, this would be like the best thing to use. I don't think I've ever swatched this before, that's why I will do this now. I have a burn mark here. I burned myself on the stove, and I don't know how good this will show up, but just to show like how little you would need if you have a scar. I mean, you would just put a tiny little drop of this. Like that. Okay, and this, well, this actually would even be too much, and if you blend this out, this will cover the whole thing. So this would cover like all scars. I mean, I'm the type of person that will always use a brush for any type of product, especially to blend out around the concealer so you don't have any lines or anything. I mean, it won't settle in the lines, but you still have to use a moisturizer. Or if you tend to have like blue and purple color underneath your eyes or whatever. Now what I wouldn't use with this would be like a heavy moisturizer like the Bobbi Brown Eye Repair Extra. This one is like heavy duty eye cream, but I love this. You see how much I've already used of this. I will mention more about this later. But any like just a basic moisturizer that's not too thick. For example, the Estee Lauder, the Renutriv Ultimate Lifting Cream. This is like fairly thin. Well, it is thin, not fairly thin, but it's thin. It goes on smooth, and then you can just put this on. So, I don't care what, everybody needs like a hydrating eye cream underneath their concealer. Also, what's recommendable for this is always to use a God, I can't. Okay, the heat is still getting to me. I can't think. Yes, I'm complaining again. You just have to deal with that. You always have to like prime your eyes with this. I think that's just my opinion. And what's still best is the instant perfecting touch with this. This is supposedly be a primer for all over the face, but it's just too thick and too much for the face. So very thin. You need like so little of this. And you see how smooth this goes on. And like I said, you just put like one little drop of this. Blend it in. So now we're going to take all this off and then continue. Okay, I can't even tell. The heat is getting to my vocal cords. Next one. Okay, I've mentioned this already like 5 million times, but this is still really amazing. The Ellis Faas concealer. Medium coverage, I would say. Now with this concealer I do like to use the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Cream. Yeah, just again use this. Make sure you always warm this one in between your fingers before you put it on because it's so thick. And then you just put it on. Now what I do with this, even if it's not already sunken into the skin, I put this straight on top of it and I blend it in with the eye cream together and then let it dry. I mean, you can wait until the eye cream soaks in a little, but this eye cream will not soak in. It will take some time. Yeah, so as you can see, nice coverage, works great underneath the eye. But like I said, for scarring or blotches on the face, I think it's just too thin. What I use to clean the brush with, because I'm just a fanatic about cleaning everything and being sanitized, I usually use the alcohol pads from Brown. These are like when you put like injections or something. They come in little pads like this. Pull it out, they're soaked in alcohol, and just clean the front like this. Takes out all the excess. Yeah, this is still my ultimate favorite one here, and I still like this, of course. Still good product. This doesn't settle in the lines. I do use also the Bobbi Brown eye cream with the color corrector. Now when it comes to setting the concealer, I mean, a lot of people use like the Makeup Forever, the HD powder, which is great, or the Hourglass, the invisible powder for the veil. This is also good. Or the MAC prep+prime powder works also great. It has silica, mica in it. You can use that. I still love the camoulflage from Benefit because the slight pink tint that this has in it just makes the eye look so much fresher with this, instead of just putting a white powder underneath. Like I said, if I swatch these, I'll just do this one more time. This is the Estee Lauder. Basically for scarring or hereditary problems. Then we have the Ellis Faas. Like I said, this one I would only use for underneath the eye. Okay. That's this one. And of course the color corrector from Bobbi Brown. Now this is really, really creamy. Look at this, how nasty this is. Okay, and then this one. Very, very creamy, and it doesn't settle in the lines. Now the one that does settle in fine lines is from MAC, the Studio Finish Concealer. You all see how hot it is here? I mean, look at this. The concealer is melting. That's how hot it is, okay? This is normally not the consistency of this. It's melted because of the heat, so that's that. You put this on. Now with this one, like I said, even if you use like a moisturizer with this one, I still think it settles in the fine lines. I mean, it's okay if you have like a zitter or something to cover up, but it's just not my favorite. There's also some products out there like from MAC, the line filler. This is another one of them products I would never get again. This doesn't do anything. It's supposed to fill the lines. You put this on bare skin, and then from there on you put like any other product that you need or want to use, but it just doesn't do anything compared. I would definitely say the Instant Smooth is much better to prime the eye than to use the line filler, because this just doesn't do any justice. Okay, Jane, so I don't know if this was any more help to you. I definitely say these two have to be used together. It doesn't settle into fine lines. You can use it just along with some type of moisturizer or something, but these two products, they just go so well together. So Jane, I hope this was some help, and thanks for writing. Take care. Bye.